Oh, are you? Are you? Can I? Are you selling the audit as the giveaway?
Dude, we already started. No, I'm joking.
Dude, we're rolling,
It's
dude.
fine.
Stop wasting film. Like it would take me all day to like download leads, move them through million. I mean, each step in just the marketing and getting people on the phone and then taking the calls, that was my whole day.
Mm.
Now that becomes half my day, and the rest of the day, the other half, I can spend on finance, the things that business operators need to focus on. Strategy, finances, making sure the product is good.
That's a great
The outtakes,
testimonial, that.
you could do it as the outtakes. I'm the
Yeah,
outtakes
yeah,
person.
yeah. Just the whole thing is an outtake. Okay, Justin, kick us off. Who are you? What's your business? And who do you help?
I am Justin. We're a healthy snack service for businesses and offices across the US. We curate and deliver healthy snacks, boutique healthy snacks, to these hundreds of businesses across the US. So Warby Parker, VaynerMedia, Kleiner Perkins, getting into private equity, tons of law firms. And we help them get better stuff for their people.
Amazing. Cool. And I guess before you were using any automation, before you came to InReachly itself, what did lead gen and what did the business itself actually look like day to day?
Oof. It was pretty manual. I would say day to day, it looked like me, or to some extent my assistant, manually taking leads from one place to another, putting them through Apollo. We didn't even have anything that was using AI in any way. And manually putting them into a sender instantly, sending out cold email. We were getting replies, but it was taking quite a long time. No tracking of any kind that wasn't manual. And because of that, we were actually missing a lot of stuff. So there were a couple months where we missed tons of people and follow-ups in, oh my God, our speed to lead was atrocious. And having said that, we were doing okay, but I could tell that there was much room for improvement, and that's kind of when I came to InReachly.
Amazing. And I guess you mentioned there was lost leads, speed to lead, no tracking, etc. Do you know what that was costing you in terms of time, deals, even something like headspace?
Headspace is incalculable, but the speed to lead, I mean, I think you were the one who showed me to the research on it, but you can probably quantify what that was costing. If we're getting to people in days instead of minutes or seconds, we're missing sales. I mean, those people are just way less likely to purchase. Several X less likely to purchase, which is just wasted money there. I think we were just missing overall leads in the manual process, as all manual processes do. Not even talking about AI, but just automating certain things, we just lose 10% there, 20% there. And if you're doing that at every step of the process, in a 10-step process, you're losing a lot of the potential sales you'd be getting.
Yeah, no, 100%. Cool. And I guess were you, when we started, unsure
Let
about
me
the
say
AI?
one other part about what we probably lost. Because I'm we're fairly lean organization. I handle a lot of the sales. So if I'm manually doing a lot of something in one department, and I should be using most of my skills in strategy or sales, I'm losing out on those things that I probably haven't even tied in the cost later. So that's where the automation, I think, becomes huge, where you take care of the things that are going just like the same things over and over and over again, no real unique ability being used, or even my assistant's time, so paying for that time. versus focusing on the things where I can actually use my skills or some sort of high leverage move.
Yeah, 100%. And we see it time and time again. Cool. And were you unsure at all on the AI side of things before we started? You know, what made you cautious?
No, I already knew. I was no, yes, I was. I was completely. I think I was very hesitant when you first brought up even Clay, which has like AI inside of it, sort of, and setting aside things like Claude. I was hesitant to put in the investment upfront of time because I didn't know if it was gonna like if we needed it, if it was too much. But now after doing it, um, it's obvious that it saves 10x that time that I put in up front. Not only that, like it's basically table stakes now. Like you need to be able to you not only use AI, but you need to be able to automate the things that can be automated because anyone else that's in your field is doing that for sure.
And was there a specific thing that tipped you over to into doing it anyway, even though there was a bit of caution around obviously limited resources?
I think it was surrendering to your genius, Olly. No, I think the thing that tipped me over was just trusting that you and being pretty confident that you had the not only the best interests of my company in your mind, but also that you had the experience because I could understand from what you were saying. So not just my confidence. You then explained it to me step by step how it worked in your business, how it worked in other customers' businesses. And from all that together, I said, all right, let's go. And then obviously, very early on, I saw evidence of it working. So it's not like I just trusted it for a long time and I had to like hold my breath. It was pretty fast. First of all, through Clay, using the AI in there and the entire automation of my Clay table. And then like tying in Claude to make like step by step all wired together automatically. Those two things, I saw instant like results, and then could also see the future like once I saw those results.
Yeah. So you're kind of alluding to the tools that you're using have AI built inside of them, but then going one step further and connecting these tools with AI so it kind of moves like one big machine. Am I right in saying that?
100%. Like I think the first introduction to I had been using, like I'm sure everyone has and is in their normal day, is using some sort of LLM, ChatGPT, Claude for like their sort of Google search, stuff in their regular day, or maybe they're even using it in their business as we were. But it was sort of manual in that process. I saw how you could incorporate ChatGPT, for instance, as we do in Clay. Okay, now it's actually doing its own research on a lead, building your ICP, things I'd never done before this. So strengthening the ICP, like the people we were even going to send emails to in the first place, for example. But then I think your question, like then you can see the process, and it's like, all right, now there's several steps that were developed there, as well as the steps that had already been in my process. So as you then later showed, like going through each step in my entire process, not just the Clay table. And then that's how Claude can link them all together. That then saves even more time, not only saving time, but just makes it more accurate. Like it's a better process. It's not just like a time savings thing. It's not just more efficient, it's a more effective process.
Yeah. And in your own words, what did we? I know we've touched on it briefly already, but what did we actually put in place in terms of automation? What are you now able to do automatically that you were once doing by hand? And was there an uplift that this gave? What does that look like?
Yeah, huge uplift. What am I now able to do automatically? Well, the entire flow that I use, just briefly put, is I'm taking leads from Apollo, I'm putting them through Clay to make sure they're real emails and the right emails, and then I'm putting in a personalization that was automated. Those are the both verifying them and personalizing them. Before that, I was using individual tools, million verifier to verify them, find email to make sure it's the right email. Um, Personalization, I wasn't even able to do. So saying, okay, you work with this person, and it automatically looks it up in Apollo, or you're in this city. These things I wasn't even doing. So I have way less personalized email that are now personalized. That was automated. Um, then goes from Clay to instantly, and sends out. And the automation process we've already set up and are still setting up that has already led to increase in replies, increase in opportunity rate, like a double. I think I'm double the opportunity rate on instantly, meaning double the amount of interested leads replying to last year at my best. And we were doing okay last year, but now we've doubled it, with more accurate leads, more personalized leads. So it's actually better that are coming back to me. Um, and now the process we're going through, with you going through every step of my entire sales flow, my entire marketing flow, we're now linking all of those things together. So I'm not even having to move them from one sort of automated tool to the other. It's all wired together. And I expect that to, in turn, double the amount of work I'm able to do and afterwards.
Amazing. Cool, cool, cool. And then let's talk about, and you touched on it there, saying that double the opportunity rate, which is amazing. But let's talk about the results. You know, was there a specific jump? Was there a moment where you're like, oh wow, this is really working? We were sending more volume before, right? And now we're sending less volume, but still getting double the reply rate. If you want to touch on all of that.
Yep. We were sent. I mean, we weren't doing anything by best practices. That's another thing that InReach really helps with, just like making sure we're sending things kind of like by the best practices in the industry. Things that have been kind of I mean, I would say we've used AI to help with that and also automate that, in terms of just making sure I'm following the best practices. I was sending double the emails per day last year and getting less replies. So now I've doubled it with less. Is that what you're asking about?
How many replies were you getting a day, and then how many after the automation are we getting a day now?
I mean, it's a little bit variable, but on average last year I was sending like 10,000 emails a day and getting 15 interested replies. And now I'm sending 5,000, half the emails a day, and getting 25 to 40
Crazy.
interested replies.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. It's hard to believe you can't be making sales when you're getting 40 people raising their hand each day.
100%.
Cool.
100%.
And then day to day, you know, with the extra time, with the extra lift in sales, what can you do now that you couldn't have done before?
Well, first of all, I can focus much more of my time on the actual sales process versus getting the leads to come to the sales calls. That's kind of the hardest part, is like finding people who are demanding, like who are willing to get on the phone with you, that are good, well set leads. Focusing on making that process better, which we're also right now we're going through and automating a lot of that process. But secondly, freeing me up to the more strategic views on the business, along with my co-founder, having more time set for that. Whereas before, I was focused on Like it would take me all day to like download leads, move them through million. I mean, each step in just the marketing and getting people on the phone and then taking the calls, that was my whole day. Now that becomes half my day, and the rest of the day, the other half, I can spend on finance, the things that business operators need to focus on, strategy, finances, making sure the product is good, the other levels of the business that I need to focus on, that really require more of my skill set than these kind of like manual step-by-step things just to get people on calls.
Yeah. And finally, if a mate was in your position, weighing up AI, whether to use Enreachly or another company, what would you tell them specifically, and why?
Yeah, I mean, I would, as I've already told several friends, mates, if you will, as I've already told them and have sent to you already, I would definitely go to Enreachly. The reason being, first of all, just the obvious expertise. So I mean, every day it seems you're telling me new things about how to implement AI in my business that like I can first of all I can see that I can. It's almost like we have too much to implement. Like there's so much that I'm putting into the business right now that is based on your expertise, and I can tell that you know all the options, you've weighed the options, and you're giving me the best recommendation for my business that would be very hard for me to understand by myself. Like first of all, seeing the amount of options available, that would even be hard. And then weighing which one I should do and what action specifically I should take and how to do it. You've got those things are like very easily taken care of for me. And then you'll also walk me through the process of implementing it. So troubleshooting that entire process, that's something that I've told my friends and has already worked in my business. So it's not like I'm giving them a recommendation because I like you and you have this ability. It's like I have the results in the company already.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Justin. Really appreciate you hopping on, and yeah, speak to you soon.
You got it.